And we're live. Welcome everybody to another episode of The Market Made Easy with the Maxwell Group. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I am fantastic. Today we have Billi Jo Stedman, the volunteer coordinator for Prescott Meals on Wheels with us as we continue our focus for the month of March on local nonprofits. So thank you, Billi Jo, so much for coming in today to chat with us. Talk to us a little bit about it.
Yeah. I am the volunteer coordinator with Prescott Meals on Wheels, and I help give people in the community an opportunity and a place to volunteer. We have all different kinds of volunteer opportunities, and we provide nutritious meals to adults and seniors in the community that are in need of a meal, that are either either homebound or cognitively or physically unable to prepare their own meal.
Okay. So how does somebody participate in Meals on Wheels? What does that process look like?
Anyone that's interested in getting meals for themselves or a family member or friend, they can call our office and talk to our client coordinator or our office coordinator, and it's just a short little interview over the phone, answering a few questions to determine if they qualify.
Okay. That's awesome. So, how did you get started in the volunteer coordinator position? What does that look like for you?
I started as volunteer coordinator almost a year ago.
Okay.
And it's been a completely brand new adventure, very exciting, something new in my life. And I love working with the volunteers. They're such amazing people. And it's great to see what we can do to help our community.
So how many volunteers do you have currently?
We have between 175 to 200 volunteers.
Wow. Okay. And so when they volunteer, when they decide to start that process with you and they raise their hand and say, okay, I want to do something, what kind of positions are available with the volunteers there? What do they get to participate in? How?
We have 4 different volunteer opportunities. The most well-known is the driving. We have drivers that deliver our meals every day, Monday through Friday, to our homebound clients. And they can deliver. It's about a 2-hour route, 1 day a week. And in order to qualify, they would need a fingerprint clearance card. And then we also have the kitchen staff. We have 6 volunteers that come in every morning, Monday through Friday, that help pack the meals for the drivers. And then we have a dining room that's open to the public from 11:15 to 12:45, Monday through Friday.
Wow.
So we also have volunteers that stay and serve in our dining room.
Okay.
The other 2 volunteer opportunities include the front desk that help sign people in and greet them at the front door when they come into our dining room. And then we also have a thrift store that's set up more like a boutique that's open Monday through Thursday that's also ran by volunteers.
Wow.
And where are those located?
It's all located in the adult center on Rosser Street.
Okay.
Yeah, we usually have a lot of events going on in there. We see kind of the hustle and bustle of you guys always walking around, and there's always something going on with that. So that's pretty awesome. So, okay, so when was Meals on Wheels founded? Do you have any background on that and what it is?
Prescott Meals on Wheels was founded and started in 1973.
Oh, wow. So it's not
around
new.
for a hot minute. It's been around for a while.
So you guys help seniors and people that need you. And let's see. So what would you say is your biggest need right now? When you look at, is it volunteers? Is it food? What is it that you need currently?
So just a little bit of additional information to get into what our need is and why our need is so important.
Yeah.
So we serve probably about 200 seniors or people per day. Last year we served about 65,000 people in the local area. That's Prescott and Prescott Valley. And this year we're on target to expand that and we currently have 15 routes that go out daily.
Wow.
10 Prescott routes and 5 Prescott Valley routes, and we're looking at expanding to a 6th route in Prescott Valley within the next month.
Wow. Okay. So that's gonna need some infrastructure. That's gonna need some money. That's gonna need
Yes.
food. That's gonna need volunteers.
So when people call and they're interested in getting meals or in need to get meals, the one thing that is very important for everyone to know is that we serve homebound or people who are cognitively or physically unable to prepare food. We don't serve necessarily poverty.
Okay.
So it is the qualifying factors are their physical and cognitive ability, or if they're homebound and able to get a meal for themselves.
Okay. So, if they need food and they're hungry, but they can still get out of their house, then that wouldn't necessarily mean they would qualify.
Different
Correct.
programs available.
Different
for
programs.
them.
Different programs. So with
Okay.
that being
It's good to know.
said, it's we don't turn anyone down, and we don't have a wait list. So anybody that qualifies for our program, if they cannot afford our program, we will refer them to a government agency, NACOG, which is Northern Arizona Council of Governments, or we would subsidize their meal if they cannot afford the $7.
Okay. Okay.
So
So
it's
each meal.
$7 per meal.
Correct, for the home delivery.
homebound.
Yes.
Okay.
So how many meals do they deliver at one time? Is it just for the day, or do they do it for the week? I mean, how many meals can they get at once?
We send out 1 meal a day.
Okay.
But it's a large meal. So some of these meals might be, typically will last throughout the day for someone. We have a full course meal, and then it also includes a fruit and bread and salad
So
and milk or
balance.
juice. Yeah.
Some
So it's
balance.
very nutritious meals.
That's good. Yeah, very good. Okay. So what is the need again? Well, we were talking about the need.
So since we don't turn anyone down and there is no wait list, if someone is in need of our program and they qualify for our program and they cannot afford it, the big need is donors, community donors to help support and help subsidize those meals. Because that's where all of our donations go to, is help to subsidize the meals that people cannot afford.
Okay. So, one of the things that we really want to emphasize this month is, where do your tax dollars go when you decide to donate to a nonprofit that could benefit from the tax credit? So can you talk a little bit about the tax credit and where those dollars go?
Yes. Tax dollars are very important to Prescott Meals on Wheels, and that's what helps us going month to month and what allows us to serve all these seniors with our people that are in need of a meal without having a wait list or cutting people because they can't afford it. So donors' money goes directly to helping to subsidize and helping us to ensure that everyone that needs a meal gets a meal for that day.
Okay. And, just like we were talking about with some other guests, you can donate $400 as an individual and $800 as a couple.
That's
Is that
correct.
right? Okay. So that seems like kind of the same for every nonprofit. But that's, $7 a meal. Let's think about that. That's $400. That's a lot of meals.
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah,
So we
if you're a
have-
married couple and you donate $800 to Meals on Wheels, you're giving over 100 meals.
That's
Yes.
amazing.
In a manner of speaking, I know that there are other costs associated, but if you just look at it that way, you're donating, what is it? Like 115 meals. Dollars and cents wise, at $7 a meal. I shouldn't do mental math on
Yeah,
the spot
but
like
yeah.
that, but it's roughly in that.
It's roughly.
in that ballpark.
So when they go out and they give these meals to these people, I'm sure that they start looking at their environment. They look to see what other needs are there. So do you guys cooperate with other agencies? Do you have advocates that kind of, communicate information about what you're seeing with boots on the ground, looking at these homes, looking at these environments? What does that look like? Do you guys have any sort of advocates that help communicate information to other agencies when you're out there?
We
looking?
do, and that piece is very important. Our client coordinator works very closely with NACOG And
Okay.
the majority of our clients, or a lot of our clients, are qualified through NACOG. And so they have a case manager that we communicate with any concerns we see if someone wasn't home.
Okay.
We are more than a meal. We're more than
Okay.
just delivering a meal and leaving. We do a wellness check and we do socialization. So just a little bit of talking and conversation is what these people look forward to as much as they do their food every day. So if we are walking through and somebody's in bed, unable to get out of bed, and that's unusual for this client, then we're definitely sharing that with a NACOG client, or giving them resources to contact people who care for certain things in the community, or something else that they may need.
Wow. Well, that's so important. So NACOG, what is NACOG?
NACOG is Northern Arizona Council of Governments.
Okay.
And so it is part of the Area Agency on Aging.
Okay. So, yeah, because I don't know if everyone knows what that
Yeah.
is. Okay. So they work closely in making sure that these needs are met. And you're doing more than just the meal to basically communicate that information to that agency.
Yes, and
That's
we've
great.
made referrals to CCJ if somebody needs things fixed on their houses or they're in need of repair.
That's awesome.
For the uninformed, including myself, what is CCJ? I think I know what it is, what it stands for, but I might be mistaken, so I don't want to speak out of turn.
Coalition for
Compassion
and
Okay,
Justice.
that's what I thought it
Yes.
was. I was just making sure before I stuck my
all
foot
these community
Just
acronyms.
deep in my mouth.
Yeah.
I didn't want to put my foot in my mouth. So, that's really you had mentioned Monday through Friday. Are there services out there? Again, these folks can't get out of the house. A lot of them. What about the weekends?
That's a very good question. We actually prepare frozen meals throughout the week and send out frozen meals on Friday with the drivers for people who need them or qualify for them for the weekend.
I thought you guys were cool like that.
We have all our bases covered.
Yeah.
And we do the same thing for holidays. And then last month, we also had a couple snow days when our drivers were unable to get out and
Yeah, we
deliver
did.
meals. So we had previously ordered food boxes and deliver to all of our clients. So they also had food for those days when
Just
we were
in
unable.
case you couldn't get out there.
Yes.
That's awesome.
You guys are on top of it.
And most years we don't
Yeah.
need to use them, but this year they've used all three of them.
No, I was talking with my wife who lived here about 5-6 years before my family moved here, and I think it was 1987. She remembered a massive snowstorm like we had a couple weeks ago that did some major damage to her home. So it's been a while. So it's not an everyday occurrence.
Yeah,
for
it's been a
sure.
pretty wild winter for Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so what kind of fundraisers do you have during the year? One more question. You guys, do you have any other things going on that help generate funds besides the tax credit during the year?
Tax credit donors, that's the majority of our income. And then we do have a few fundraisers that help support our income in order to pay for these meals for people in our community. Last year we did Prescott Palooza
Okay.
in October, and it was awesome. It was a great time. We got our name out there. We had a lot of people just come and realize that we're another resource in the community. And so that we may be doing that again this year. And then we have Master Chef, which Michelle is our development coordinator. She puts on all of our fundraisers, and we only have a couple minor ones. And if anybody's interested in doing any events, you can contact Michelle for any specific questions, or you can contact me if you're interested in volunteering.
That's awesome. Okay, so how can they get a hold of you? Give everyone on the screen. Well, Kellen's going to put it on the
It'll
screen
be-
later.
Perfect.
Roughly here.
Okay.
Somewhere in this area on the screen. So, yeah, how can we get in touch with you?
If you're looking to make a donation, you can make a donation online at our website at PrescottMealsOnWheels.com. You can also call our office at 928-445-7630. And you can get a hold of Michelle, and you can pay with a credit card, or you can come into our office and pay with a check, or you can mail a check in as well.
Okay. And then if they want to volunteer, how do they reach you?
And if you're interested in volunteering, you can contact me at the office at that same number at extension 600, or you can email me as well.
Awesome.
If you're interested in volunteering, I would love to give you a tour of our facility and talk to you about all of our different volunteer opportunities so you can pick the right one for you.
Awesome. And I still need to go over to that thrift store. Every time you're like, oh my gosh, there were so many great things that came in today. And I'm like, it's not on my radar. I got to remember that it's there, you know?
Yeah. And we're always accepting donations. So if you have stuff to get rid of, or if you have a yard sale, any extras, you're looking for more room in your house, feel free to drop them off.
Yeah, if you want to donate to an organization who isn't simply paying their CEO a 7-figure salary, maybe this is a good place to bring your stuff.
Our thrift store is solely ran by volunteers.
Nice.
That is fantastic.
Yes.
I heard a little rumor before we let you go.
Okay.
That you guys have a pretty exciting raffle going on right now, though.
We do, actually. We have a raffle for Rolling Stones tickets.
What?
Right?
Yes.
For when? When is it? Do you know when the concert is?
It is May 7th,
so
I believe.
it's coming up.
Yes.
All right.
So the raffle tickets are available through until the raffle drawing will be the end of April.
Okay. All right. So how much are tickets?
You can buy one for $25, or if you buy more, I believe you can, I don't want to misquote, but you can buy, the more you buy, then you can get a discount.
Discounts.
Yes.
Okay. So $25 for a chance to
And
win.
I'm
so
guessing they're
it's-
good seats.
They are very good seats, and there are 2 tickets,
Okay.
and that also includes a parking pass, a night at a hotel, and a $100 Visa card.
Oh, wow. Okay. So it's
So
a
it would-
package.
it would
you get
pay
some
for the whole
spending
night.
money. You get a place to stay.
Go see
You can
Jagger.
buy with that $100, you can buy 2 beers at the arena.
Pretty much, that's all it's going to cover. Yes.
Maybe a pretzel if you can get a discount code, right?
Yes. Very great. That's awesome.
Well, thank you so much, Billi Jo, for stopping in today. We appreciate you spending some time with us, and if you guys can get on board and help out, I'm sure they would appreciate it. Again, all of their contact information will be in the video and in the description, so jump on it. Get to work. Again, thank you so much, and until next week, I'm Kellen Hoskins with Chris and Maxwell. We hope you're having a fantastic day. We'll see you.
Thank you.